All right, it's time to trade realistic styles and strategies and get away from the combines and the evaluations and do some real trading. This is a trend line break. I'm in the money, but I'm gonna hit 1-to-1 and then I'm gonna break even. It looks like it went to break even. I'm gonna just trail my stop up a little bit here on this thing right here. Just kind of trail it. Trend line break, tested, continuation, 1-to-1 at the minimum, because right now, let's close it.
Order filled.
I'll take that because I didn't even know if that was going to work, because where I am buying is really at the tippity top over here. You see how high it is over here? Straight up, went into it, came down, and was starting to turn red. I don't think that candle turned red, but these candles turned red. Trendline break this high after a liquidity sweep like that is riskier. So 1-to-1, I'm not asking for it to continue up and keep going, which it could do. And you can't always be perfect in your trading. I'm just glad to get 1-to-1 up here at this tippity top level. And I'll be looking to do this trendline break all day long, because the day is a strong bullish candle, right? There's no reason for me to be short. Now, I have been that way and lost my butt because the candle had reversed and even went down red, and over some news, as we know can happen, and boy, that blew me up. That's why you got to have your stop loss when it's realistic money account trading stuff. You can't just keep adding and adding. I did tens of thousands of dollars of losses in my demo account doing dollar cost averaging that way, just blowing the accounts and trying to make it bounce and all that stuff. And it's not a winning strategy if you do that. It doesn't. Eventually, one loss can take everything. It's crazy, I know. So I'm not doing that right now. So I want to get out of the trade quickly. So if I'm extreme, because either I want a dollar cost average and just keep adding and building and take my chances, or I'm very stingy with the losses, meaning I don't like to lose very much at all. And on this trade right here, I had my stop. I didn't have my stop down here at the bottom. Let's see. Let's get close. I didn't have my stop at the bottom. I had seen it trying, put in this pintail and turn green. I said, I'll use that pintail only. And that made me get 1-to-1, because if I had used this and that was my entry, 1-to-1 would have been up here, and I probably would have just broke even on that trade. So a tight stop loss, shorter reach to the 1-to-1, risking less, quickly knowing if you're wrong or not, and getting out when you're supposed to, is a winning trait, personality, and skill, and I want to be that way. So this is how we're trading. We're looking for the next trend line break, and hopefully we're going to take the same process. Or there's another strategy that I like. If I really believe in the day, I got to believe in the day. You believe in the wrong day, that's when you have losses. But if you believe in the day and the day is right, and you're right in the day, bullish day, you can switch to a strategy I like to do, $500 stop loss only, and build, let it move, let it go against you, $100, $200, and just kind of play the ranges, play the support, the levels, the volume levels, and all that, and take a different trading style. Quick trend line break, tight stop loss style is one way of trading, but then letting it breathe, having a bigger stop loss. I think my stop loss on this was like $19. Having a stop loss of $250 for the trade or the day. If you're wrong, that's the trade for the account for the day. You're not going to keep trading it. You just have to suck it up. That's why I got a lot of different accounts, because I want to try it on the next account. But anyway, I think I'm done with this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to try to be patient, because where I took the first successful trade, 1-to-1, was a good way of looking at it, because it did sweep that level. It probably could be the high of the day, and it could give us one of these days where it just chops around, maybe does one spike down, maybe tries to go up, but just stays like this. Could be like that now, which is still a really good trade if you're going to be $250 or $500 limit on it, because that's a good little big range like that. And if it drops deep, you got to hopefully not get your stop loss hit before the bounce. That's the challenge of that kind of style of trading, which I like to do. What I like about it the most is that I'm sticking to my my stop loss. That's beautiful. On the calendar, you could see stop loss only around 250, never more than that, or 500, never more than that. And no matter how many it is, you're just sticking to that. And that's something that is a major breakthrough for a lot of traders. It could take years before we are friends with the stop loss and the loss amount and the losses, and accepting them and being okay with it and knowing that that's also good. It takes years to get that mindset, but once you got it, I think there's an acceleration to profitability. But until you got it, I'm talking to myself. This is my journal. This is all for me to hear. I'm not preaching to nobody because, man, I should be making money already. But I have too many psychological issues to overcome, and little by little you can, but it takes time. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.